Well, hello everybody. Happy New Year. I know it's not normal for me to come on Tuesdays, but I got some guidance 2 days ago. I've had so much clarity and some pieces come in over the last 2 days, especially in the wee hours this morning, that I will share with you. But I felt really heart called to come today for New Year's Eve as we set the pace and move into the energy of 2020 and all that it's going to bring. So for those of you that don't know me, I'll start off with introducing myself. My name is Araya Anra. I am a guide with the dragons, and most of you have found me because of this group, For the Love of Dragons, because we all love dragons. We either have them in our field, or someone has told us we do, or we've started seeing them around, especially if we're healers and they're coming into our clients' fields. So I'm here to help you understand that, to help you connect with it. Hello, Weldy. Happy New Year. To really learn how to communicate with them, how to have a deeper relationship, and how and what they can do for you to open you up and move you exponentially and expeditiously on your path forward, because that's one of the things the dragons do, is really expedite things. They put their fire breath behind things and blast things through. So that's who I am and why I'm here. And there's lots of tools. The dragonwithin.com or www.dragonwithin.com, you'll find a book called The Dragon Within that I wrote, 2007, published it in 2008, and have now in the last 6 months put it out in Kindle form, paperback form, hardback form. You can find it through Amazon or my website. And it's coming out in French and Spanish in January. All the books I know I've been promising for a while, and we just keep having these little tiny glitches, little tiny things that need finessing, and that's one of those greater lessons of always allowing, hello Wendy, the timing, the perfection of the timing of things to be what it is. It's the same with the French meditations that I've been trying to get done. Also, I literally am getting those in this week. I've just gotten 2 of the finals of the 4, and it's interesting that it's timed perfectly with the version of the book in French that's been out through my site for all these years, but having it in paperback form and Kindle form available, that it's all coming together. So I feel like there's a bigger divine timing with that, aligned with all the French people that are going to be reading it and their astrology and all that stuff. So there's always so much more in play than we realize. And so what I'm feeling called to share today is this movement into 2020. The dragons are so present, and they are beginning their own transitions, because as we make the shift, as the earth progresses, the batons are being handed off. They are going to be passed on to the next holders of these grids, the keepers of this place. Hello, Philippe. In order to release the dragons, because the dragons have held it for so long, for many cycles, and they have been waiting for their replacements, and those replacements are coming. And I feel like in 2020 those batons are going to start being passed. When will it complete? I'm not sure, but I have started seeing the signs that the transition is beginning. I do feel like a lot of us have a big hype around 2020, just as it's got this ring to it, right? It's something we've been looking out, I feel like, since the turn of 2000, when we entered the new millennium. That 2020 was like this magical number out ahead of us that just felt like this big broadening. And I still feel that, and I know a lot of people do, that there's, hello Shakya, this expansion of the energies. And what I feel is going to be the most prudent piece is for us, as we have more of the 5th dimensional plane available to us, that our perspective is going to shift into a lot more truth and a lot more clarity. And I've felt that even starting, this is so interesting that this morning in the wee hours, I'm often up in the wee hours. The dragons wake me, my guides wake me, things that are worrying me wake me, and then I just sit and allow that space to be what it is. And I had a dream when I was a child. I had a recurring nightmare, and I don't know if you guys experienced that, but I certainly did. And I won't tell you all about the nightmare, but I remembered it stuck with me for so long, and I've always had it somewhere back here. I haven't dreamt in a long time, but it stuck with me as a child so clearly. And oddly enough, there's some things going on in my larger picture life now as an adult. And when I felt the energies of 2020 in this space this morning and moving forward and the whole projection of the year, all of a sudden some things came into perspective, and I realized what the dream was about, and that it's finally rectifying itself, that after all these years that being in my potential timeline in the future was showing me, and I was trying to work through it or get a message to myself as a child, and finally seeing the resolve of that. So I found that really fascinating because I felt like that was such, hello Lanny, a perfect example of the energies we're moving into, of things finally clicking into place, of really finally allowing and having this expansive view and a much more clear view of truth for ourselves. So not going into astrology, not going into all of my psychic predictions of what next year will bring. I just do feel this big expansion coming, and a true sense of moving into your heart, your purpose, and desiring to give. All of us starting to give more, because as we give, we receive, and the whole cycle of energy moves into a bigger expansion around the planet. And the dragons have so much to give you. And this is what was really exciting for me 2 days ago when I felt like, okay, there's something on New Year's Eve that I need to do with the live. We're not going to do it on the 2nd. It needs to be on New Year's Eve. And this is a gift for you guys. And what I'm going to do, actually, I've never done it before on a live, so this is really fun and exciting for me. We'll see how it goes, is a guided meditation. And most of the people that have enjoyed my guided meditations are either getting them off the website, which there are 4 available with the elementals. They'll be available in French very soon. Hello, Denise. And then I'll be starting to work at some point this year on the Spanish versions, because the Spanish book is also coming out. But there's also a Calling in Your Dragon, a free meditation download. If you don't have that yet, please go on the site and get it, because that is the first step in really starting to expand into the dragon energies. So what I was shown today, there were 3 dragons that came to me last night and were very present and wanting to give a gift to all of you that are going to be either here present, so excited some of you are there, or listening on the playback. And what I encourage you to do, if you're in a space right now where, because it's New Year's Eve, you're getting ready for stuff, or you're got vacation plans you got to get ready and you can't do, or you're in a space you can't do a meditation right now, either have it in the background playing so that it's starting to feel in, or to move into your field, or know to come back for the playback, because there's going to be a gift for you out of this meditation that is going to be an insight or clarity or something from the dragons that is specifically for you. Hello, Susan, and hello, Esme. Hello, Benny. Haven't seen you in a long time. Happy New Year over there in the Netherlands. You guys are probably getting ready for some fun festivities because you're almost there, and we're just approaching noon here. So I'm going to do this live meditation, and as I work, I'll obviously have my eyes closed, and I'm just going to be working with the dragons that are present and guiding you through the experience. So know if you need to click off now and come back and get the playback, I'm totally good with that. This is your gift to get and receive whenever is right for you. But I do encourage you, for those that have friends that could use this, feel free to share this live so that it gets into different circles where maybe there's somebody ready to wake up to their dragons, or they just need to receive a gift for the new year that the dragons can bring them, whether they do anything more with the dragons down the road. This is something that I never even dreamed of doing, because it's only in my book clubs or my programs typically that I do live meditations with whatever dragons are coming in for the group sphere. But the group sphere, I felt this, for everyone that's going to be watching this on the playback, I felt this building last night, and I actually felt the 3 dragons that want to be present to offer you something. So let's go ahead and do that. And it'll probably be, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, maybe a little more. But it'll be enough for you to actually go into a space to receive a profound gift moving into 2020 and a specific thing from the dragons. So whew, how exciting. Let's go and do this. So start by getting into a relaxed position. Allow your breathing to soften. Allow your... Interesting, we just cut out, so I'm going to start again there. My internet connection just lost right as I'm beginning, so that's an interesting little snippet. Interference trying to play in to block this. That's going to happen too over the next year. A lot of energies coming in that as we make this shift, don't want to see that happen, don't want to see you expand, and trying to cut that. So pay attention to when those are happening and keep pushing forward, keep allowing yourself to move forward and not be blocked or hindered or in fear. Big, beautiful, direct message right there. So allowing, soften, If you're seated, allow yourself to just drop into the cushions behind you. Allow your legs to be uncrossed and flat on the floor. Your feet on the floor, I mean. And really allow your breathing to soften and deepen. And just do a head to toe check-in, nice and slow, allowing every single muscle with your intention, sending a message to each muscle from the top of the crown, down through all the little tiny muscles in the ears and the jaw and the neck. And then following all the way down your body, through the shoulders, down the back, through the front of the torso, the ribs, the abdomen, and the hips, down the legs. Allowing yourself to fully relax and take this moment for you. With all of the holiday preparation, with all of the vacation plans and stresses of family gatherings or extra things that need to be done because you're taking time off work. Just set it all aside right now. And allow your breath to deepen into what would feel almost as if your chest was a dragon's chest. Heaving deeply and exhaling really richly, almost with a growl behind it. And just send your intention out to receive. And I'm going to tune in first to the group sphere that's building for everyone that is here listening, and for those that are going to be watching on the playback. What I'm seeing build is a really beautiful silver and gold. It's a combined sphere, as if the silver and the gold are weaving in and through each other, much like the silver and gold dragons intertwining. So if some of you have worked with the black and white dragons before, where you've felt that spiral around each other, creating like a helix, and then imploding into each other like a yin-yang in a sphere, imagine that now with a silver and gold strand of the silver and gold dragon energies spiraling around each other, but in a spherical imploding, as if it's a toroidal spiral in a sphere, imploding on itself and coming back out and weaving the silver and gold throughout. I find that really beautiful and really interesting around all of the preparation. I feel like that's why I had to pull this shirt on with the red, but with the silver and gold snowflake across it. And they're holding space, so they're actually not the dragons working with us, but they're indicating that they are the ones holding space. So as I tune into that, I find that also interesting, because the silver and gold dragons are those from Orion, and Orion holds the fifth dimensional plane for us. It is the transition zone for the fifth dimensional realm. So this is showing and revealing the expansion into the softness, the clarity, and the sparkle of the fifth dimensional realm. And just allow that term sparkle to resonate within your field and show you all the different levels and nuances of its meaning. To sparkle, to glisten, to reflect light. This is the sphere that you are being held within. And as you drop into it, imagine yourself almost inside the sphere, as if you are inside of this ball. It could be like a Christmas ornament on your tree that's a beautiful silver and gold sphere. And you're pulling yourself into the center of it and feeling the cocoon of it and the richness of it. tones come throughout the meditation, just allow them to soak through your field, to hit all of the spaces in between within all of your bodies, your energy body, your emotional body, your mental body, your light body, your dimensional bodies, and your physical body. Let them find, as the sound signatures and codes they carry work their way through, let them find the spaces in between within you that need expansion, that need healing or release. And just allow yourself to see those little points within begin to sparkle and reflect back to you, lighting up as the energy hits them. So that whether it gets dealt with today or you know the places to come back to in your body that are wanting your attention, that you can see the sparkle, the reflection of the light, sending you a signal. There may be just a few sparking here and there, prominent signals saying, spend your time on me. I need the most attention. Or you may be in a field that feels like a starlit sky with lots of little pinpoints, just letting you know we've got work to do. And as you soften into this, you can feel the presence. There's movement within the air around us. A very high stream of energy is entering the field. Breathe in and softly exhale. You can feel 3 presences around you. One is the crystalline dragon. Another is a ruby dragon. And the third is a dragon of amethyst. They are heralding and showing the expansion forward in frequency for all of Earth, that they can come through at this time for all listeners. One of these 3 has a specific gift or message for you. Allow the one that needs to work with you to step forward and meet you face to face, eye to eye. Gaze deeply into her eyes, his eyes. These dragons are all androgynous. They carry both halves merged fully in union of the masculine and the feminine. One aspect or the other may be more present with you, which will shed light or information on what you receive. So just tune in if you are to address it as he or she, or if they are giving you a particular name to associate with them, so that you might call them back again if needed. Allow them to look deeply into your eyes. feel their heart send out a wave of energy expanding into your own heart. Might feel like your heart is skipping a beat or having an earthquake within it as their vibrational code from their heart hits you. Allow them to share with you what they are bringing. If they begin to breathe deeply and express breath against your face or your chest or all around your field, allow the breath to infiltrate. They are offering a healing. They may be sharing a specific message verbally or telepathically. Or they may be giving you colors or symbols. That will have meaning to you. If the crystal dragon is present with you, allow yourself to expand through your heart space, most specifically. As the crystal dragon will be coming in for you this year for healing and expansion of your heart, your deepest heart, your truest heart, possibly your dragon heart, if you are a dragon heart. If the ruby dragon is present with you, pay attention to your power issues or fear of power issues. The ruby dragon will be here to show you a deeper truth than you have allowed yourself to realize before on certain issues. If you can face these and embrace them, you will evolve rapidly and tremendously through 2020. If the amethyst dragon is working with you, there's a deep need for serenity and peace and allowing of yourself to soothe and surrender. To receive assistance. So just take this time to be present with the dragon that is with you. It may be asking you to dance with it, to fly with it, maybe swirling around you, or just sitting and communing. Whatever it is, it's perfect. ask the dragon to manifest in its palm a specific object or symbol that will be very helpful for you to work with directly. And maybe you don't see, with clairvoyance, maybe you can't see the object or the symbol, but you may have a knowing of what it is. You will each receive the information through a different channel within your field. But you will know that one thing that will help you the most over the next phase of your journey. It may be a color, a symbol or a sound code, a specific crystal or mineral, a specific animal. Allow the dragon to show you. They may even need to just breathe with fire or mist to allow it to form before you, for you to perceive it. If you can see a specific object or symbol, take it from the dragon's hand or from the mist or smoke. Maybe it's a mental projection already in your mind, and allow it to drop into your heart space. Pull it into your heart with both hands so that it sinks into your field. And then allow the dragon to wrap its wings around you, pulling you deep into its embrace so that you actually fall into its chest, inside its body, and feel encased, enclosed in this safe space. And allow the frequency of that dragon to surround you and move through every cell of your body, be it crystal, ruby, or amethyst. This is the deepest gift that they bring. The cellular transformation lays the foundation. Let the tone seal it in place as the dragon very gently pulls itself away, leaving you in this cocoon of energy. And almost as quickly as they arrived, all three recede and you are left in the silver and gold sphere, yet cocooned in this field of energy that they have left you embalmed in. Just rest in that space, knowing that you can come back to it. Fall asleep within it each night as you recall it. Meditate within it during the day as you find space to keep receiving their gifts more consciously. And ever so gently allowing yourself to bring your consciousness back outside the silver and gold sphere. Back to the room. The seat you find yourself upon. The cushions or the wall that are against your back, the chair. Just allow your consciousness to come fully back into the room. And very slowly, when you're ready, allowing yourself to come into a space to open your eyes, be fully present. And what a beautiful gift from the dragons to lead us into 2020. So whether you were able to do the full meditation now or you need to watch it on the replay, please do so. Listen to it as many times as you want to. That's the gift of these meditations. Hello, DJ. Happy New Year. Wonderful. I hope you were in for the entire meditation, DJ, and that it was powerful for all of you, because it's something that I know was brought from the dragons to bring forth, because they really want to see, my whole body's tingling on this, they really want to see a major wave go through humanity here as we enter 2020. There's a really big call. My whole body's tingling. It's like the reinforcements are here is what the message that I'm hearing. The dragons have been present and they've had so many working with us, but I'm hearing the reinforcements are here, meaning there's a larger wave coming that we are now able to access because of our ability to go into the fifth dimensional realm more clearly. And let's see, Susan says Amethyst name was Mariko. She danced rainbow light in her palm. Counterclockwise rotation, unpinning. Beautiful, Susan. Write that down. So, Leonie, you're welcome. Much love back to you in South Africa. So, again, with everybody, whether you watched it now or you're going to listen to the full meditation later, journal your notes, because this particular one, whether you journal things or not, is going to actually have some very clear information for the whole year upcoming, for the next phase, and that rainbow light dancing and the unpinning and the counterclockwise. So, Susan, that's going to be significant more so later on as well. So everybody write down whatever came through and just keep it somewhere where you might find it and reconnect with it, sort of unexpectedly in your desk drawer and go, oh my gosh, that's right. And look, that happened this week. Or I had that again. It's a recurring theme. Lanny, you're welcome. I saw so many dragons flying in the sky. A symbol came through for me. Beautiful. So I hope that everyone receives something from this. And as I said, this isn't just for those in the group that already know and love the dragons and are part dragon or connect to dragons. This can be for anyone that you know that just needs to receive a gift this year to open and expand them, that maybe they're on their spiritual path and they've never worked with dragons, and this can be an opening that will expand them whether or not they continue to work with the dragons. That's the message I was shown from the dragons and why they wanted me to do this on New Year's Eve. Crystal Dragons is beautiful as always. Welly says, wonderful. I'm so glad that it was powerful, and you guys are all so welcome. This is my gift to you. I'm so pleased to be able to do it on New Year's Eve. And for upcoming January, just so you know, there is another book club scheduled that starts January 30th for 6 weeks on Thursdays. And in that, we do a weekly meditation like this, where it's the dragons that show up based on the group sphere, the group energy of that week. And it ends up bringing so much transformation in short 6 weeks. And I know I have 5 or 6 people already interested, and those 10 spots do fill up. So if you are curious about that and need information, please email me. There is an event page created on Dragon Within the Facebook page, and I will post it the first week of January into the group. So also always can do dragon readings, discovery sessions. Love to be with you guys and work with you. And I will see you a week from Thursday for our live in this group. Happy New Year. Ringing in 2020. I'm so excited for everything that's going to open for us, especially, I don't know if you watched last week's live, the January 12th alignment with the 4 planets in conjunction, and the ceremony that's beginning with the Aboriginal peoples led by Nellie Peterson. down in Australia around Uluru, and the sacred spaces there. They are completing the dream time that was interrupted. And that, my whole body's tingling on that. I know that we all need to align to that, and that the dragons will play a piece in completing that at the end of the year as well, for their part of that ceremony, that part of that dream time creation, and that it's time for us to join forces with all those beings that are calling this forth, and that this alignment on the 12th is going to be quite powerful. So wishing you well, huge amount of love from my heart, and I will see you a week from Thursday. Bye, everybody.